Good Monday morning, my brothers and sisters. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope everybody is fully rested, ready for the reload, ready to go out into the world and just be freedom, liberty, loving people, man. How y'all doing this morning? Let's see what we got in the house. Rockadoodle Farm. Good morning. Good morning. I was reading the chat earlier, so you're tending to a sick calf, man. I hope everything turns out okay. Keep us updated. Let us know what's going on. Prepper Cowboy, what's up, my brother? Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Blue Vandal, good morning. Second time, the AM Live. I know, man, it's hard to get up and get the morning reload. You'll be getting up early over here, especially if you're in an earlier time zone, if you're central and all the way in Pacific time and you guys still hang out. I appreciate it, man. I tell you what, that's die hard. Either you're staying up really late and catching the morning reload, or you're getting up really early and catching the morning reload. But there's always the Reload Replay gang with our fearless leader, Bug Dude 53. So if you are watching the replay, God bless you. Man, it's right above freezing here in the Carolinas this morning. I don't know where it is everywhere else. Wouldn't it be nice if there was like a morning reload weather person just to give us a weather update? Not even just the United States, but the whole world, man. I tell you what, we haven't checked in with Greta Thunberg in a while. Greta, what is the weather like?
And now the weather forecast with Greta Thunberg. Hot! That was the weather with Greta Thunberg.
All right, Greta. I just said it's above freezing here, so that dang global warming making it snow 4 inches and stuff. I tell you what. But anyway, there is so much going on in the world, all the time. Like the narrative is constantly changing. There's things happening everywhere you look. I tell you what. I hope the sound is good this morning. I came in and I could tell a certain little 3-year-old girl had been in here playing on my microphone. So hopefully the sound and everything's still good. We're still 5 by 5. Let's see who else we got in the house this morning. In between Prep and Nikki. What's up, sis? Milk May, what's up? What's up? Enjoyed your live stream the other night, sis. It was good. A lot of good conversation. A lot of good folks coming in. I'm a Huckleberry. What's up, man? Good morning. Stars in the house. What's going on with you? Good morning, Tammy. Good to see you. In my faith. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. Candle. Good morning. Y'all can tell it's Monday because I'm so hyped. Like I say, we're still selling off the fumes from the weekend on Mondays, man. Gosh, I know Monday gets a bad rap, but not with me. Tiger, good morning, sis. Good to see you. Jeep in the house, man. Jeep knows what I'm talking about. He's my South Carolina brother. Got that 4 inches Friday, man. Shut down the whole state, didn't it? That's how we roll down here in the South. Southern Fried Prepper, what's up, brother? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the louder a crowd. I can't do it the way he does, man. I don't know how he sips coffee like that. I don't know how he does it, man. He gets that projection. Sage, good morning, brother. I appreciated your news you dropped this morning, man. I'm telling y'all, man, Sage B's up on some of this news. Jar Dog Prepper, what's going on with you? Lady Smith, good morning, good morning. The Angry Snowman, good morning. Never seen you in chat. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Best Life, good morning. Grumpy Acres, good morning. Ghetto in the house. What's up, man? Good morning. Hey, Sue. Good morning, sis. Good to see you. There he is. Arc Living in the house. 5:30 on a Monday. You too happy. Go stub your toe or something. Nah, man. I wear steel toes to bed. I can't do it. Just for that reason. You ever stub like your pinky toe, like on the edge of the door frame? That's the worst stubbing to me. That little pinky toe. My God, man. And every time it happens, I get so mad. And it's like, you know how like the pain's coming when you stub your pinky toe, it doesn't come immediately. And so you're getting ready for it. Like you start running. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happens. So and every time I stub my pinky toe, this is the thought I always have. As much as this hurts, as much as I know it's going to hurt, as many times as I've done it, I know it's going to happen many more times. And I just get infuriated that I know I'm going to stub my toe again in the future. That's just life. That's the human condition. You're going to stub your pinky toe on the edge of the door frame many times in your life. You guys know what I'm talking about. Roots, Rocks, and Feathers. Hey, sis. Good morning. Good to see you. Ghost in the house. What's up, my brother? Ghost, man, I've been meaning to text you all weekend. I want to ask you about some stuff. I'll get with you on it. Let's see who else we got. Tom Miller, good morning. Good to see you. A Ukraine interview coming soon live. We will look forward to that, man. Moz, if you could drop Sage News Network's link. If you guys aren't subbed up to Sage News, I'm telling you, man, he's up on some good news. I'll be looking forward to that one, brother. Gene, good morning, sis. Bobby, good morning. All right, guys, we'll get into it. Geneva, good morning. Good to see you. That's my grandmother's name. I always thought that was a beautiful name. My grandmother's a beautiful lady. All right, guys. Excuse me. Coffee always makes me burp. All right, so before we get into the clips for today, this morning, we are continuing the Ark Wild Men Survival Challenge. I'm enjoying this challenge because the challenge itself is to come up with ways to light a candle, using a ferro rod. And so we've been seeing all kinds of different takes on it. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying people's take on it. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. And even if it wasn't a shift, we wouldn't be lighting a candle with ferro rods unless we absolutely had to. We'd probably be using one of the thousands of big lighters that we've prepped, right? We've stocked up. But if you had to do it, it's just good practice, is what it is, But anyway, this morning we got MacGyver Prepper. Shout out to you, brother. He did his little tea light thing. We'll start off with him this morning.
I especially think there are things.
Well, no way I can get it with just the ferrocerium rod. I don't know what y'all are doing. I'm not even sure I can get it with some magnesium all bunched up on the wick.
You're really not doing it well. Well, Sue, thank you for calling in and thank you for the update. Thank you. I wasn't sure about it. That's why I asked you. I said, hey, do you want to talk?
Will that work?
And boom, there it is. And then I said,
Definitely works, brother. Definitely works. Like I said, man, it's different for everybody. It's like getting that candle lit. You're using your ferro rod, your flint steel. I do want to say, man, this was the second video. There was another video where you tried to do it too. The video I had was my second video, man. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing lighting those daggone candle wicks, unless your name's Art Livin. But we all know that guy. Hate guys named Art Livin and make everything look easy. But anyway, guys, get your clips and let me know if you do one. I want to continue this on as long as we can and see the different inventive ways you guys can come up with lighting a candle wick. But anyway, we have a celebrity in the house. Who's the celeb? Talking about Ark Livin? Let me know, man. Let me know. I'm gonna shout some celebrities out. He sure did a mic drop and everything, man, just like on our faces. Appreciated it. All right, so anyway, we're going to get into it. I know you guys have been following the Ukraine thing as much as I have. I saw a lot of people come out with information on it this weekend. I was just going to touch on it because, like I said, there's 1,000,001 things going on all at once. And but this is just a foreign thing. But I do have a clip just from a guy just announcing that, and he brings out a good point about we had another embassy being evacuated in a little over a year of this president's administration. So, it's pretty showing to what's going on and how the failure of his foreign policy. We know the failure of his domestic policy because we're freaking living it here every day. The high inflation, high gas price. Every time I go to the gas pump, man, I'm like, dang, I feel it. I feel the deep pull from my bank account. Every time I go to the grocery store. Went to pick up some bread the other day, and I had to settle because the bread shelves were empty at Walmart, and all they had left was it was called keto bread. I don't know, so I bought it. It's different, and they had the Great Value brand, 100% whole wheat. No one was touching it, so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna get it. It's bread. I'll toast it and put cheese on it. Y'all know how it is. We're still blessed. We're talking about like it's hard times. At least I can still go get bread. It's fun doing those little changes, though, sometimes. It sure is, man. Absolutely is. Man, I hope not, Blue Vandal. I really do. It doesn't look good if they're evacuating the freaking embassy, because the people in the embassy are the ones who told them to evacuate.
So apparently the embassy staff in Ukraine has requested to be evacuated. So now the same team that brought you the bungled, chaotic, and tragic evacuation in Afghanistan, Secretary Blinken and company, are now going to have to evacuate another American embassy. What could go wrong? The question is, how many embassies need to be evacuated before President Biden realizes his foreign policy is not working? It's not working. If he wants a reset, he doesn't need a new comms strategy or staff. How about you start with a foreign policy reset? How about you stop projecting weakness abroad such that we are having to literally retreat by evacuating?
Exactly. So like, to me, the staff requesting to be evacuated. You know, they're not just going to an airport and flying away. They're requesting that the government evacuates them. I got up this morning, I had a text from Tribe. He was giving me a heads up on some news that I think he said we're also putting troops there. Yeah. He said New York Times reported 3 hours ago all embassy staff's families ordered home from the Ukraine. White House considering thousands of troops, aircraft, and ships to Ukraine. Guys, I really hope that this administration does not try to get us involved in this foreign war. You guys know my stand on it. We got no business in Ukraine. I don't care about NATO. We should pull out of our NATO alliance, and we should pull away from the United Nations and just focus on the United States of America. We get nothing out of these alliances except billions and billions of dollars that we pay out to support our NATO allies while they do nothing. What are they doing while millions of illegal aliens are invading our southern border? They're not helping us. They're applauding it. They're applauding this administration who's allowing that. They're not doing anything for us. But like I said, man, the Bidens, they're war hawks. Obama, he was a war hawk. He got us involved in 5 new wars during his reign as supreme president leader. But yeah, it looks like it. It looks like we're going to get involved in freaking Ukraine with Russia. It's going to be another quagmire. We're always going to be sending our young men and women over there. You know, who knows? Who knows how this is going to, pan out. But yeah, whenever a president has a bad domestic policy, they always try to distract us with some kind of war. But the thing about this is different. Russia hasn't attacked us anyway. This isn't a 9/11 moment or anything. They can't pump our emotions to the point to where we feel a patriotic need to go to Ukraine. At least not for me and not the folks that I've talked to. There's too much going on here now in America. I don't know if you guys noticed, there was a protest in D.C. Let me see if I can find it. I got a clip from it somewhere. Here we go. Our fellow Americans. Mainstream media did not report on that because it went against their narrative, man, because you saw the people there. I'm surprised they didn't report on it and say, oh, look at all the white supremacists. But we know, we've been talking about it for a little over a week now. The mainstream media is changing their tune, especially since Biden gave his 2-hour speech, man, and said all the stuff, which I think was a planned speech. I think this administration has been very calculated from the beginning. They've been planning every step since Trump beat Hillary. You know, Hillary was supposed to win. That was the Uniparty's plan. It was her turn. It was supposed to be her turn before Obama came on the scene and gave that freaking speech, a junior senator, and just swept the country. And said, oh, we got to put him in there. He'll win. And Hillary's like, rats. Excuse me. But anyway, their narrative is changing. And now they're trying to seem like they're against this administration now. They're just playing their part because they know the majority of Americans are not pleased with what's going on. So now they're trying to change their tune. Don't be fooled, people out there in the world, by CNN. They are a propaganda machine, and they're trying to not die. But anyway, they had this guy on the other day.
Scott, I read a piece that you just wrote, essentially saying this is Joe Biden doing what Joe Biden does.
Yeah, well, I never imagined how quickly this would all unfold. The person they sold on the campaign, the nice old, moderate grandpa who just wanted to help everybody get along and compromise, is not what we got over the last year. He has no mandate really to do much of anything. It's amazing that he got a couple of things done when the mandate was really pretty clear. 50-50 Senate, a near 50-50 House, and a pretty close presidential election. The mandate was simply replace Donald Trump and don't do anything drastic or stupid. And everything about this agenda is extremely drastic. And he's been angrier than I think people expected. He's been more divisive. He's been more partisan. You look at the issues. We built 5 years of coverage on Trump out of Russia, COVID, and democracy. The president at his press conference invites Russia to invade the Ukraine. We got more deaths under Biden than Trump. And now we have the president and vice president and leading Democrats question the legitimacy of the 2022 election. Are we any better off on these three issues that we crucified Trump over? I think he has a lot of political problems, and an AP poll came out this morning. Only 28% of Americans want the sitting president to run for re-election, and fewer than half of Democrats. This is a disaster.
Right? See how they're training to, man? Like, we know all that. We've been watching it from day one. We know what's going on with Joe Biden. And he's up there like he's just having this big revelation about what's going on in this administration. I just hate the sheeple who watch this as real news and they're seeing this and like, oh my gosh, he's right all along. I've been screaming this at you guys for so long, man. You can try to change your tune, but a leopard can't change his spots, right? So anyway, going to be doing an early short stream probably this morning covering another content creator getting shadow banned and censored in real time. The other day, it was crazy to watch, bro. Yeah, man, you talking about me getting shadow banned, man? I appreciate it. Just kidding. AP, is that you, man? The Angry Snowman? Is that you, brother? Coming in here all incognito? That's cool. Tammy says, our shelves are not empty here in Mississippi. I've got to get to the store today. Maybe empty after the weekend. I hear you, sis. It's weird. It's not like they're always empty. Like you'll go there and these shelves will be empty. Like last time I went, it was the bread shelves and a few other shelves were kind of empty and sparse. I went there one time and there was no chicken to be had on the shelves. Not the cutlets anyway. You could get like the bags of chicken and like the center freezers, like the deep freezer things that are open. Sometimes you go there, there's no beef. Sometimes you go there, there's no cheese. Sometimes you go there, there's no milk. It's just weird. And it's the supply chain screwed up. Hey, Jay, what's up, brother? Good morning, man. Good to see you. PAEMT. What's up, my brother? Right? FJB. So anyway, yeah, they're trying to change their tune, man. I had another clip. I'm not even going to show it. It was another CNN clip. MSNBC, the same thing. They got people coming on to say basically the same thing. They're trying to portray that they are being impartial, like we're going to buy that BS, Screw them. And then you got the controlled opposition, which is outlets like Fox News. If you guys are like me, like at the press conferences, I like to see Peter Doocy give it to Jen Psaki just because it's funny, but it's all controlled and planned. Like all these guys are friends. He wouldn't be there at the White House if he wasn't part of the team. They're not going to let any uncontrolled opposition in there. That's why you don't see independent outlets from the Daily Wire or Tim Pool or Louder with Crowder or anybody like this, Blaze TV, whatever. You don't see them yelling out questions at the White House press briefs. But I do have something. This is from Peter Doocy, and I think it was planned. what he asked Joe here.
Why are you trying so hard in your first year to pull the country so far to the left?
Well, I'm not. If you may recall, you guys have been trying to convince me that I am Bernie Sanders. I'm not. I like him, but I'm not Bernie Sanders. I'm not a socialist. I'm a mainstream Democrat, and I have been.
I think, I think that was meant. I think, like Peter Doocy, if you watch the whole clip of Biden's answer, he actually kind of made him look better that he asked him that. He gave him a chance to explain why he's not far left when he is. He has put forth all the policies of the most progressive, the farthest left of his party this whole year. That's why nothing has been freaking passed, except for his freaking infrastructure bill. Infrastructure. Good God. But yeah, I think Peter Doocy was meant to ask him that question, as a false flag, as a Trojan horse, so that Biden could answer it the way he wanted to. There's a new guy been blowing up YouTube. His channel is Flawedcast, and he was reviewing Tom McDonald's new song with Calhoun. And YouTube was shutting him down. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I listened to that drop, man. Excuse me. Between Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun. It was pretty good. Ohio, good morning. Good morning. Sally, good morning, sis. Good to see you. Window Liquor, what's going on? Spreading the food out to make it look like more firm in the stores. That makes sense. They got to do what they got to do, right? Oh, yeah. And there are individual broadcasters on Fox News Network. I mean, they're part of the propaganda machine. They're the controlled opposition, but there are people in there who have good shows. Gutfield is hilarious. That's why he's the #1 night show, man. He beats Colbert and Jimmy Fallon and all of them. I mean, by millions of views. Bernie doesn't have dementia. He's a socialist. Biden's angry, full of irrational rage. I know, man. Gosh. Who counts the vote? Counts the vote. Come on, Joe. Calm down, man. But anyway, they're changing their narrative and stuff like that, making it more conspiratorial. Speaking of conspiracy theories and stuff, I saw this video in my feed the other day, and I clicked on it. It was interesting, and it's from 2018. From my understanding, it's been thoroughly debunked. But I had never seen like the original photo that was going around, where supposedly there was a jet landing on an aircraft carrier, and as the jet went by, someone was filming it. And as it went by, it showed like a triangular UFO just sitting on the deck of this aircraft carrier. And everyone's like, "Oh my God, the Navy has alien aircraft. They're harboring aliens." I love how we see a UFO and we immediately assume it's got to be aliens. It couldn't be a secret government plane they're working on, or China or Russia or someone like that, or even Google. Google has huge container ships just floating like off the coast that are top secret labs in there. Who knows what they're creating inside those huge container ships that they have converted into labs, man. We have no idea what they're doing in there. They could take those ships into international waters and do whatever they want without having to be under the scrutiny of our government. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys seen this little clip from 2018?
September 2018, the Mediterranean Sea. An F-18 is approaching the deck of the carrier USS Ford. It looks like a pinpoint precise landing. But then,
as it goes to touchdown, we actually see a triangular-shaped UFO, like something that would be right out of an alien movie.
The object definitely doesn't look like any known military aircraft.
Historically, UFOs have been certain types of shapes. You've got cigar UFOs, saucer UFOs, and triangle UFOs. So the fact that there was a triangle UFO on this aircraft carrier, that really sent the UFO community into a frenzy. Some are wondering, is this original video really the original video? Or did they edit out the triangular-shaped UFO to keep us from knowing that they actually are harboring alien spacecraft?
I mean, to me, the simplest explanation is usually the right one, but not always. But I'd never seen that before. You know me, I'm not big on the alien conspiracy stuff, but I do believe there are some UFOs out there, and I do believe people's had experiences and seen things that can't be explained. You know, whether it's aliens or not, I don't think the evidence is there to prove it anyway, one way or another. But I saw that it was in my news feed for some reason, and so I thought it was interesting. I'd never seen that clip before. Excuse me. I mean, we do have the Pentagon releasing papers, in 2020, that they have found unidentified flying objects that were not created on Earth. So whatever that means. But Gutfield goes against everything the left tries to push. He's a white conservative gay man that blasts the Communist Party in America. The left don't like. I didn't know Gutfield was gay. Yeah, okay. He's hilarious too, man. He is. He's funny as hell. Sometimes I'll watch him, you know, or just listen to him, and he has good jokes. But yeah, man, we're gonna look forward to the angry snowman's video he drops today on who's being shadow banned. So y'all look for it. I think we all know what channel that's going to be on. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I want to talk about the Patriot Front people. We've talked about them before here on the morning show. How we believe they're just another front, just feds just pushing this ideology, this narrative that there's white supremacist groups trying to take over America. And we did an in-depth thing on Patriot Front. I don't believe that they're a real group at all. I really don't. I think they're a false flag group, just like Antifa is. I think they are funded by nefarious billionaires trying to push us into collapse so we can go into the Great Reset. But anyway, I saw this on ABL yesterday. He has a good take on it. But there was a little clip, and it's so fake. The guy says Sig Heil, like in the end, and he pretends like he knows that the camera's off, but it's not. It's recording him saying that. He's like, oh, I can say it now that the camera's off. And it's so fake, man. And I really believe that they're just federal agents trying to push this narrative.
Life, liberty, victory.
Life, liberty, victory.
Want to check it out?
Damn, son, that might be a cut.
That's a good take right there.
Sieg fucking high. Let's fucking go. I can say that now that it's over.
I want to have my finger on.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about what you just saw, which was an edit of a clip recorded by these guys called Patriot Front, who describe themselves as an American nationalist group, but they are labeled as a hate group by Southern Poverty Law Center and other organizations. Now, as that edit would imply, I think these guys are federales through and through, 100%, because any kind of group like this, and I'll elaborate in a minute, but any kind of group like this will have the federales involved, okay? I'm willing to bet all the tea in China, all the poppy in Afghanistan, all the Botox in Los Angeles that these guys are feds. If not 100% of them, 90% of them, okay? We saw that with the Proud Boys and some other groups just like this.
Right. I mean, it's obvious, too, what he was doing at the end there. Because they're trying to be like the Proud Boys are, basically. Which the Proud Boys, one of their leaders is like an informant for the FBI also. Same thing with the Oath Keepers and the 3%ers. You know, all these organizations have already been infiltrated. That's why I'm against being a part of these national militias and stuff like that. It's too easy for them to be infiltrated by all these Gestapo Fed agencies. But anyway, I think the Patriot Front from the beginning is they're trying to betray themselves as a true white supremacist group who's pretending to be just an American nationalist group. You know, so anyway, I don't buy into all that crap. And I'm glad that most Americans don't either. Excuse me. Still getting over a cough, man. I had a cough all weekend. But anyways. So I do want to point this out. Gosh. Excuse me. You can get some aqua. We're almost out of time this morning. Before I do that, I do want to address Kamala Harris. I showed you guys the protest, the anti-vax protest that went on in D.C. They took footage from that, and Kamala gave a little speech, about Roe versus Wade and abortion and all that stuff. Anyway, they co-opted the protest, man, and they used some of the footage from it in her little thing. Check her out.
49 years ago, in a case called Roe versus Wade, the United States Supreme Court held that the constitutional right to privacy protects a woman's right to make a decision to have an abortion. Roe versus Wade gave women the ability to control their own bodies, to plan their own families, to determine their own futures. Roe v. Wade advanced women's equality, and that case saved women's lives. But this year, the United States Supreme Court will issue a decision in a case called Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. The court could overturn Roe versus Wade. Even before Roe, some states protected a woman's right to choose, but the proponents of overturning Roe have been clear. They want to take away that right in every state. Well, our administration has been equally clear. We took an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. And we will fight to protect a woman's right to choose. The constitutional right of women to make decisions about their own bodies is not an abstract concept. It saves women's lives. So on this 49th anniversary of Roe versus Wade, let us recommit to doing everything we can to protect those constitutional rights.
Don't you love how they, before the Supreme Court hands down a decision, they're going to go and try to influence public opinion on it? You know, don't you just love how they're trying to obliterate all of our checks and balances, get rid of the Senate, you know, get rid of just everything that gives us some semblance of a constitutional republic. But anyway, everyone's favorite Vice President, Kamala Harris, you know, there's a lot of questions about her.
You're a guy, right?
Oh man, I tell you what, guys, it's gonna be a great week. It's gonna be a great day. We're gonna look for the video drop from the Angry Snowman. I'm looking forward to that, man. I want to see which channel you're talking about, brother. And then we'll be looking for Sage. He said he's going to be going live and doing an interview with someone from Ukraine. I'm looking forward to that, brother. I really am, man. But anyway, I'm actually looking forward to this Supreme Court case that she was talking about too, also, you know. And if they overturn Roe versus Wade, all that will do is get rid of the federalization of abortion. Like our tax dollars can't go to it anymore. It'll go to the states, and each state will be able to decide, you know, how they handle abortion. And we know what'll happen. You know, that the blue states will become abortion sanctuaries where people flock to go and murder babies. You know, and the red states will just outlaw it, kind of like what Texas has done. But we'll see, man. Good God. So much going on in the world. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out for the reload this morning. Got our caffeine, we got our salt, our vitriol, our venom, and our truth. We're going to go out in the world, man. We're going to face down things. We're going to speak out. Don't be afraid. As always, guys, we're going to change the culture and we'll be prepared. Hope y'all have a great day, great week. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the Terrible Tuesday. God bless.
The end.
Dun, dun, dun.